10 plays, 48 yards in just over 5 minutes. Dave, and like Frank Sinatra said, the Beat Diggers did it their way, all on the ground.
Yeah, they did, and they picked up some huge chunks. You know, every third down conversion was a short one. Diggers showing a lot of power and a lot of character coming back from that deficit.
Connor Weiser scored from 4 yards out to go along with his 11-yard touchdown. The Beat Diggers are back in the game at 20-14. And they make a stop here. They could take the lead before the break. Jesus with a high, short kick. A fair catch is made at the 34-yard line. And that's going to be good field position for Weld Central. Glenn Hollingsworth made the fair catch. That's a lot of faith in the Beat Digger defense because it's not a short field, but it's a shorter field than normal.
It's one of those kicks that came off the tee just really high. You know, I think Jesus might have got his foot underneath it a little too much. I don't know if it was designed that way or not.
Yeah, I think he wanted to kick it high and short, but like he did the last kick that went towards the 20-yard line. On the right side of the field, 1st and 10 for Weld Central at their 34. There's the give left side to Hollister. He's got a yard and no more. The Beat Diggers were there to greet him. Actually might have squeezed his way for another half yard. But Austin Acosta was in on the tackle along with Connor Weiser. We'll give him a gain of a short 2. 2nd down and 8.
Gain of about a yard. 2nd down.
Again, that Digger defensive line, 5 guys up there doing the job controlling the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 8 at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. Saris is going to roll that way. Hefner coming backside, throwing over the middle. The pass is broken up beautifully at the 42-yard line. C.J. Kukas dislodged the football from the arms and hands of Coleman Schleiss. 3rd down and 8. That was a nice hit by the Beat Digger senior C.J. Kukas.
You bet it was just in time because remember the play over at Eaton that scored a touchdown for them a couple weeks ago where the receiver actually fell on the ground and ball ricocheted off of Morrow and he caught it in his hands. That one almost tipped him, and then as it was floating down, if Kukas hadn't been standing there, it almost fell right back in the receiver's hands.
3rd and 8 for Weld Central at their own 36-yard line, leading 20-14 midway through the 2nd quarter. Saris is going to roll to his left. Rosenbrock coming. He cuts back to his right, reverses his field, wants to throw on the run, now throws on the run. That pass is going to be broken up again along the right sideline, knocked away by C.J. Kukas and Trevor Blake, who were there on the coverage on Brandon Hoff, who had a little bit of a seam, but not much, in Beat Digger territory. 4th and 8, and the Rebels will have to punt.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was just some good play there. The Diggers tried to get a little bit of pressure on Saris with the blitzing Rosenbrock, but they did a good job of picking him up. So, as Saris changed directions, ran back over here to the right side, the Digger defenders had to leave their feet to actually block the pass, and boy, it was a good play.
Lots of confusion here for Weld Central, adding personnel at the last second. Got to watch out for any fake. That worked for the Eaton Reds, and Brandon Hoff gets it off. A high, spiraling punt towards the sideline, out of bounds. Beat Diggers should have good field position because that went out of bounds, the 33. I don't know about that, Dave. I think that ball landed on the track several yards out of bounds. That's a terrible spot if you're a Beat Digger.
Yeah, the line judge is supposed to look back to the white cap, and between the two of them, they're supposed to detect the angle that the ball, or the angle, the path the ball took, but he never did that. He just ran down there and stood the spot wherever the ball landed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that ball should be at least at the 40. But either way, maybe the Beat Diggers will take it, and they'll just take a little bit longer to drive down the field and perhaps take the lead. They were down 20-0 at one point. Now Brush trails 20-14, 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. 11 and 4-yard touchdown runs by Connor Weiser. They're right next to each other. They're in a lateral I. Weiser, Rosenbrock, and Morrow. Rosenbrock in motion to the left. Pass up the middle. Kukas is wide open. He's got it at the 50. Up the middle to the 40. Down to the 30. Saris trying to catch him at the 20. Kukas is gone. 5. Touchdown. Touchdown for the Beat Diggers. 67 yards. We're tied at 20.
Yeah, it was just a great play, and Weld Central got burned. The coaches of Brush, they saw they didn't have a free safety back there. They saw that nobody was defending it. They just ran a little, a little dump pattern, just right down the middle of the field sort of deal. And And Garcia didn't have to throw it very far to catch Kukas wide open.
There was a flag on the sideline, but they've waved it off. 67 yards from Garcia to Kukas, and he was wide open. Dave, you think the Weld Central defense has something to think about the next time they're on the field?
Well, they're not going to be able to stack up the box there and stop that running game. They're going to have to drop a couple guys back and fear that half coverage.
Kind enough to give the Beat Diggers the lead for the first time. Garcia waiting for the snap. He's got it. Puts it down. The kick is up. And the Beat Diggers lead 21-20. 5:23 to go before the break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.